Do you like watching people be chased through the woods or stalked in their home by a masked maniac? Thanks to streaming, you can enjoy watching plenty of slashers while you're trapped at home. And speaking of things you should be watching, consider listening to GameSpot's weekly podcast, You Should Be Watching, with new episodes premiering every Wednesday.
Have you seen the trailer for Jordan Peele's Candyman?
Candyman.
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 Did you know that it's a direct sequel to the original 1992 Candyman?
Candyman.
If you're not familiar, Candyman is based on the short story The Forbidden by Clive Barker. It features a supernatural, hook-handed killer who can be summoned by repeating his name into a mirror.
Candyman.
You can stream this 90s masterpiece right now on Netflix. Most 7th sequels are not this good, making 2017's Cult of Chucky a notable exception. You see, the problem was the previous movies failed to have enough Chuckies in them. This movie doesn't have that problem. It's got a whole gang of them.
Welcome to the cult, pal. Thanks, you guys are the best.
Cult of Chucky and the original Child's Play are streaming now on Netflix. The Slumber Party Massacre was written as a parody of the slasher genre, but director-producer Amy Holden Jones shot it as a genuine thriller. The result takes on genre tropes while creating some new ones of its own. You can watch it now on Amazon Prime or Shudder. About 10 years after Scream revitalized the horror parody in the 90s, this often overlooked slasher mockumentary hit the screens that did just as good of a job reviving the horror parody.
How you doing, Jerry? Good. What's all this?
It's just some grad school kids following me around.
And Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, a wannabe killer invites a film crew to document his rise to power. It is definitely a must-see for slasher fans, and it's streaming on Amazon Prime and Shudder. The 1980 cult classic exploitation slasher Maniac was remade in this 2012 movie with Elijah Wood in the starring role. It shares the same simple premise as the original movie, where a mama's boy serial killer goes around scalping young women. If that sounds like fun for you, you can check out this modern version and the original on Amazon Prime. When My Bloody Valentine was originally released in 1981, the MPAA forced the director to chop 9 minutes of footage from the film. Most of that cut footage has never re-emerged, but in spite of that, you can stream the movie today on Shudder. Oh, and if you're wondering, that band with the same name, they say it's unrelated. Man, the 80s were a good time for quintessential slashers. This 1982 cult classic features an axe-wielding murderer summoned by a group of campers telling scary campfire stories.
When the moon is full, he's out there stalking in the woods.
It just doesn't get more tropey than that. You can stream Madman on Amazon Prime and, could you guess? Yep, of course it's on Shudder. The Italian master of the thrill, Dario Argento, presented this dark take on a Phantom of the Opera-like story in which a killer murders various players in a production of Giuseppe Verdi's Macbeth. It's beautifully shot, and you can watch it now on Amazon Prime. In Christmas Evil, a man is gradually driven insane by a childhood trauma involving Santa Claus. Naturally, this leads to a red-suited killing spree. The movie was originally called You Better Watch Out, which, honestly, that's basically perfect. What more do you need to know? Just stream this now on the place to go for horror, Shudder. This is not a paid ad, it's just the truth. Linda Blair, that you probably know from The Exorcist, stars in a movie you probably don't know called Hell Night, where 4 college pledges have to spend the night in a creepy old mansion. You'll find this extremely 80s slasher streaming uncut on Shudder. Part slasher, part murder mystery, the Italian horror movie Stage Fright sees a troupe of actors trapped in a playhouse after one of them turns up dead during rehearsal. Like so many other classic slashers, it's streaming on Shudder. David Schmoller... One second.
Schmoller.
David
Schmoller's
1979 slasher, Tourist Trap, follows a group of road-tripping teens as they become stranded at a roadside museum full of mannequins. And of course, they quickly start dying because... mannequins. You can watch Tourist Trap now on Shudder. This genre send-up, in which a group of teenagers get trapped inside an actual slasher movie, features a stellar cast of comedic actors, including Alia Shawkat, Angela Trember, Thomas Middleditch, Adam Devine, and more. And they know exactly how to play with slasher tropes to create a really fun and unique tribute movie. And this time I'm not going to say Shudder. This is available only on DirecTV.
Hi, me again. Just leaving a voicemail to ask you what you thought of my list. Did I miss anything? My name is Rich. You probably don't have my number to call me back, but you can comment below. Make sure to subscribe to GameSpot Universe for more videos about all the stuff you love. Okay, well, that's bye. God, I hate leaving messages. It feels so stupid.